Hey guys, what's going? Hey, good morning everybody. Or, it's morning right now, but by the time you watch this, it'll be later. Happy Friday, happy weekend. Happy Saturday if you're watching this Saturday morning. I appreciate all the likes and the comments and everything. Good job, guys. So I've tried videoing. I've been kind of in a lull lately because it's not really been overly busy, but it's been like steady enough, and I've taken care. I think the last video I talked about how I had stuff going on left and right when I didn't have like scheduled jobs, but I've kind of been knocking those out as I can. And today we have a few things going on. Let me flip this around and see what's going on up here. I see a flashing light. Ow, oh shit. I don't like flashing lights in my hood. So yeah, it's Friday morning. Happy Friday! And I am about to get to the shop. And I see one of our officers is doing something in the parking lot there. Okay, so what's on the agenda today, Jason? Most likely, this is what my attempted agenda is to get in the shop, take a nap. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, I wish. Something's going on there. Let's see, yesterday went out, start of the week, I was doing crap. My compressor in my van finally blew out, froze up. And I had been expecting it. The compressor's been going out. I have not had AC. Backing up, my van's always, I bought it brand new right off the lot. It had like 12 miles on it. It always had AC problems. I found out over the years that every other Astro and the Jeep Safari owner has had AC trouble. So I knew that I hadn't run the AC, which is horrible in Mississippi, but I haven't run the AC because of that, because it makes the compressor work harder, and it also made my van stall. So I knew it had been going out because the mechanic, my mechanic that I take it to, had told me so, and it finally went out Tuesday. Luckily, I was only about 1.5 miles from the mechanic, so I drove straight there. I called to get another car to me. I called for the car, and I ran and got the compressor parts, the whole thing, for $250 frickin', and took it back to him so that he could put it in for $440 frickin' for a grand total of $690. And that really freaking sucked this week. But you know what? I have AC now. I have AC. I've even got max AC, even though I still don't run it because I have respect for my poor old van, and I don't want to stress it out too much. But I'm certainly thankful that I have cold air blowing. So on the agenda this week is, today, is the, let's see, we got Austin cylinder coming in for a padlock. Yeah, for one of our customers. And I think I've actually showed this on YouTube. Remember that Master 6625 padlock that the shackle came out after about a year? Yeah, well, they're getting another one. I swear to God, I've tried talking them into buying a different body. They use ASA, so that rocks, and they've got tons of ASA locks on their building and their gates. But he requested those Master 6627s, and I so wish I could switch them to an American brand, but they bought another one, so I got to key it up, get it to them. It uses like 8 different keys. It's crazy. I've got 2 ASA cylinders waiting in my truck for one of my schools who added a door, who apparently they're adding a whole new building, and next year I'm going to have to rekey the whole school, which is like 150 ASA cylinders. And on vertical rod glass doors. That's going to be so much fun in the summertime. I'm going to have to pull in help on that one. Casting call now for summer of 2018. Anybody want to fly down here and help? No, just kidding. I've got a couple of guys locally that I can get that are not locksmiths, but they know how to use a screwdriver, and that's all I need. And so yesterday I went, and another school of mine in Jackson, actually, close by, a small school that just became a public charter school. I know y'all probably have heard about all that on the news, but anyway, our first charter school, slamming door closer, uses one of those 12-inch long skinny ones, and they have put a Tell brand, Tell, which I'm almost 100% positive is Kwikset's commercial, quote, and I heavily quote this, Kwikset's commercial brand. Well, it blew out, and it's a door that the kids go in and out all the time. Well, you know what? I got one from Acme, and LSDA brand, 6716, the only 12-inch one they had of that brand. And you get there, you unload your stuff, you take the closer down, you put the new one up, and it doesn't fucking work. Sorry, but you know what? That really pisses me off. The latch part of it. It would shutter during the swing part, and during the latching part, bam. Which was the same thing the old one was doing, because it was blown out. And I was like, son of a, because now I got to take it off, put the old one back on, load my truck up, call my distributor, get another one sent out, go back and do the same thing over again. That pisses me off so much. And I'm sure you other working locksmiths know exactly how I feel. And that's actually the third or fourth time in about a year and a half, 2 years, where I've gotten defective closers. And they know me better than to say, did you put it on right? Because then I would reach through the phone and literally slap the shit out of them. But yeah, I've put on a couple of door closers, so I know what the F I'm doing. But he didn't ask me that. He knew better than to ask me that. Total fail. The whole cycle of it was messed up. And so anyway, I'm getting it in today with that other order from a different location, and going to put it back on. So I've got a couple of quotes I've got to finish up. One guy just accepted one for his house, so I got to get that finalized and get the extra part. There's one thing I got to get, a sliding door lock. And I am obviously sitting here at the shop and about to go in, enjoying my AC. Yes, it's already hot in Mississippi. We've had our typical weather, which is rain real hard for a while, which floods most of Jackson because of our drain system sucks. But anyway, that is today's Friday. Got to get in, charge the GoPro, and straighten up my Van Quest, because my van. Give you a little mini quick update on the Van Quest. It's horrible still. I haven't done anything. It kind of sits down here like a little administration pouch, so I don't really carry it in. I just use it to stick the tools in. It didn't really work out well for that either. Look here, Jason. So anyway, that is it. I'm going in and getting some stuff together today. Friday, I know I'm gonna have at least 4 or 5 calls this morning as soon as it hits 8 o'clock, because it's 7:40 right now. So gonna get in the shop and do a couple of things and wait for that phone to ring, wait for UPS to show up so I can get out and do the same exact thing I did yesterday. And y'all will, I'll be back. Typing on the computer. No, just logging in. So I just walked in the shop, and I forgot I actually do have two appointments. One of them at 1:30 for a 4-door rekey, kind of on a circa 80s house. She had Kwikset. She came in the shop to schedule this. Kwikset key, chose some cool, where are my camouflage keys? I just tore that appointment smooth in half. So she, since she came in the shop to schedule, which a lot of people do. They feel a lot more comfortable coming in and meeting us. Come on in, 3003 North State Street, Jackson, Mississippi, 39216. Yes, this lovely young lady has a house she just moved into, and she had a quickset key, but those houses in that neighborhood actually were mostly wiser. So I'm guessing that at some point in time, quickset key had been introduced, or somebody had bought a quickset lock and ended up having to rekey everything back to quickset. So I'm guessing there's one or two quickset locks, probably doorknobs, because Wiser's not available in the big box stores. So most people get a quickset, and then when they get their locks rekeyed, if they have one or two of them, you're kind of forced to rekey everything to quickset to make it work in Wiser and quickset. So I'm guessing she has Wiser on some doors and quickset on a couple of knobs. So that's at 1:30. That'll take about an hour. And then actually pretty close by, yay, in a fancier neighborhood, gated country club type place, we've got a gate lock that it says logo on it. So what that is, Y1, and I don't know how he knows it's a Y1 key, but Logo brand is the same as, what's the name? Well, not the same brand, but the same style. They are a little 4-pin. They use a Y1 key, which is actually a Y220 key when it's a 4-pin. And it is a very short profile cylinder that is totally sealed and really can't come apart. I know you overseas guys are like, can't come apart, my ass, it'll come apart. Well, I don't, usually for that one, you just buy and replace, like y'all do quite a bit, I've heard, and I don't know why I'm going out to this other than maybe it's froze up. So maybe that's a quick one, maybe that's not a quick one, but that is kind of right behind the other one. So early afternoon is booked up. UPS better get their ass here so that I can get that other stuff in and get it done this morning. So I guess I will be tracking down our local UPS guy to locate my products. And in the meantime, I'm checking my mail and coffee time. Utter like, what in the... One of my distributors once told me that one of his guys counted everything, including pins. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got to make sure there's 250. 6, 7. Yep, 250. Good enough. Coffee run. Be right back. I used to have BRB and somebody got mad at me because they didn't know what BRB stood for. So, and then I had to add the 5 minutes. And that's actually that's a really lame version of Be Right Back. I gotta make another like key shape one or something. So, pondering this morning. Quiet. So, yep. Truck down the road there. I'm gonna go down to the coffee shop. I gotta have coffee. I didn't mean to hit. If you hit the volume button, it turns the video off. Somebody waved at me. One of the restaurant guys has been there forever. So, I'll just go get some coffee. better be. We're gonna make it that way.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own coffee preferences. This is bean fruit coffee. I'm gonna put like a flash up link because they're awesome. There's Walker's, actually a very popular restaurant. Bean fruit coffee. A good friend of mine, Paul, roasts his own coffee that he gets from all over the place. And Sneaky Bean across the street, the little maroon and blue building. Yeah, coffee shop right across the street. Right there. So happy to have a, hey, morning. So happy to have a coffee shop across the street. So, going back inside, and I got some deadbolts to throw in the truck. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? There they are. A couple of deadbolts that I used the other day. I added them to that order. And now it is time to cut the camo keys for the lady and Schlage keys. I ran out of Schlage. I'm already out of Schlage pre-cut, so I got to cut about 20 to 30 of them. Probably 10 quick set and maybe a handful of Wiser. So that is what I'm doing right now. Gonna go ahead and open the shop up since I'm here. And starting to cut keys. I'm not gonna worry about y'all dealing with that. You've seen me cut keys, so. Okay, let's spit out a couple of Schlage keys. Did I put this in right? Yeah, I did. Deep cut. Deep cuts are okay, but the shoulder, basically, if you do your job right and are using it on solid brass Schlage plugs. Alright, so I got a couple of Schlage, a couple of quick set new ones, and now I'm going to throw it on the duplicator and make me a few sets and head it out. Yeah, so I just had a customer come in who said he had been to all the big box stores, the hardware type stores, and several hardware stores because he couldn't get this key made at any of them. Which is just a 6-pin Schlage SC4, which they all pretty assuredly had in stock, but because it says Yale, I guess that threw them off. So thank you again, big box stores, for sending us customers. Schlage quick set keys. I am driving around the normal route our UPS driver does in the mornings because I cannot wait until 2:30 or 3 when he has been coming in, because I've got a couple of things on that truck that I need right now. So like a bloodhound, I'm going to find the UPS brown truck. This is one of those things that's just bugging the crap out of me. Retail $55, a whole deadbolt, and a nice box with screws and latch. Retail $55. Come on, this is ridiculous. There was the door behind reception desk to the rest of the doors, which it already is. Keith on his way over here, he doesn't quite really know.
The locksmith's here. Were we having problems with the door behind your desk?
Okay, now update, 1 o'clock. I actually had to go to one of our hospitals to do, basically just give them keys. And school canceled until like Tuesday. No UPS yet, and I've got my 2 afternoon appointments that I talked about this morning, and why don't you just slam on your brakes, you idiot. Just had a call from one of our business neighbors that locked his keys in his car. So I'm gonna run by there and unlock his car and possibly try to get video of that. But other than that, I'm now early afternoon headed to my rekey and gate repair, which I still don't know what that is. I need to find out before I go. The beast demands the sacrifice of the petroleum gods. Hi. Marble Lights and Marble Smith. I'd like to make a complaint. I asked for a receipt and your machine went.
Which one?
5.
Why everybody be saying that? We gotta go out there and look
It
at
like
it.
gave me the raspberry.
You said what?
The raspberry.
Why everybody be saying about 5 and they don't even say need no paper or nothing.
Oh, might add, this is a Jeep Grand Cherokee 2000, which I commonly use in the door tools, especially on that range of years. But the Jeep Grand Cherokee is has a shield in front of the linkage. So I'm actually going to try an in the door tool for just a minute. You kind of got to use two tools to pull the shield out of the way so that you can get to it. But that is kind of a pain in the ass no matter how many times you do it. So my backup is actually going to be Chrysler jiggle keys, which may actually be quicker. So maybe I'll try the keys first and then go for the door. I don't know, let's see. It's close by the shop though. Alright, so our culprit, it should be right somewhere around here. Blue Jeep Grand Cherokee. This one, right? Oh, I'll see what you mean. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably real good for the weather stripping.
I know, that's what I told him. I said, no, let's just stop. So I did.
Usually not strong enough to do anything anyway.
I can usually hit him if I need to.
He's got some cheater keys, I see.
Jason has.
So every now and then they'll work, huh?
Hey,
Worth a try.
Jiggle them just right.
So it's a 2000?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, these were kind of tricky on getting in the other way.
Got more tricks. Was his job. Yeah, so he's got the little pathway there. He can slide down between the weather stripping and then.
Yeah, but it's still hard on these sometimes. That's why I'd rather try this first.
Oh, absolutely. That's what I told Ted. I just wanted to see how quick you could get in. There you go.
Oh yeah, look. You know that's probably like $400 now. I'm just messing with you.
Well,
It probably is, but
One day, hey, here I am. So what I'm gonna do is I'll get a key made and I'm gonna leave it at your place. Well, hey, like we do everything else we have.
I'll attach it to your key ring, I guess.
Hey.
Jiggle key work.
Alright, man. So I noticed your GoPro in there where you can just film everything, so if anybody comes up about, hey, he broke into my car and
No. clip it and do YouTube videos,
Oh,
but
okay.
like non-specific. Like I
got
won't
you.
show faces or addresses.
Yeah, I got you.
But like I do like Locksmith days.
Yeah.
I clip it all together and like here, this is
Cool.
what
I
I
thought
do.
maybe it was just a security thing.
It
too,
is
just
a
in case.
security thing. I go into a lot of vacant houses that
Yeah.
are sketchy, so if I have to shoot somebody, it'd be good to have there. Yeah, it's just 20. Yeah, it's just 20.
Easier than I thought. Famous and thought. Nice, man.
See ya. Oh, I do feel the need to add that we have a lot of customers in our immediate vicinity, like within walking distance, which the post office is a lot walking distance. Plus he's a business neighbor, and we always do those for 20 bucks for just the immediate business area that we're in, because we're right there most of the time. Our normal charge is over double that for anywhere outside of the area or after hours. So like between 8 and 5:30, 6 as a bonus for the Fondren area that our business district is in. It is a kind of a perk if you lock your keys in your car, even though it's weird. It's a weird perk that you are within distance of a locksmith, and we offer a huge discount to unlock your vehicle. So if you're going to lock your keys in your vehicle, it would be best to do it between Monday and Saturday, 10 or 8 to 6, because we do offer discounts. And there are a handful of other restaurants that we are good customers of and with, and offer them also somewhat of a discounted rate. So just wanted to point that out, because no, I do not run all over town unlocking cars for 20 bucks. Only for our immediate vicinity, and pretty much immediate. Like 2 days ago, I had one on the strip, like 4 cars down. A surprising number of people lock their keys in their car right in front of our store, or right down from our store. So yes, we offer heavy discounts for those customers because they are shopping at Fondren, and we appreciate that. So just to let you know that, I'm going to Rikia House now. Goodbye. It's only 4 doors. More like 7 doors. Alright, so as I expected, we have the culprits of the quick set, which is the front door and the back door that was replaced by a cheap company, probably when the house was flipped. So 2 doorknobs. We've only got 1 key, and that key only fits the front door, barely. And there's a couple of wiser doorknobs here. So before I get started doing anything, and these have not been used in a while, so they have to be picked to take apart. So we're going to let that soak for a minute and go ahead and start knocking out this rekey, because I've got a bunch of wiser cylinders down there that I got to do too. Okay, got the quick sets done and lubricated, so we're going to move them out of the way. Bring up all our wisers that all have to be shimmed because there's no keys. It's actually two. And I'm going to give this a gotta use this tool, and gonna go ahead and give this a half-hearted try here to see how long this part's gonna take. So this is the look of the face of the locksmith who's picking locks. No, just if anybody saw me do that, they're like, what in the hell's wrong with him? Opened or picked. If you hold it in the right position, start to turn it back, and this is like a make it or break it, very slowly as you're pulling on this, very slowly. You don't want that cord to snap back. You don't want to have to pick it again. I mean, we're at, like, if that was the clock face. Why are you stopping right here, lady? If this was a clock face, it would be like 12:03. I'm pulling it and it released, and I'm able to turn it back to the 9 o'clock or position that's right there to be able to get it to pop out, which sometimes is a little difficult. So, one down, one more to go. Shimmin', 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 shimmin' a bunch of wiser, 'cause there's no keys. And they haven't been used in 10 years. So, they're gooey. Bunch of different generations of wiser too. But that happens on 40-year-old homes. One knob apart. Still have not gotten one because it has been hanging out outside with no lubricant or anything. I think the back of it is totally seized up. So there will probably not be getting it because the core is not moving at all. And it had full exposure to rain and stuff, so either not going to worry about that one, or she gets to buy a new lock. Come on now, shimmer. Anyway, okay, got them all keyed up and well, shimmed and keyed up and put them back together, and running extremely late, so I'm going to make this short and get all this back together so that I can get them back on the doors, and hope that it's not too bad shifting and that the doors actually lock. So we will come at you from a Logo brand gate lock. Lock-and-Knox, that's the name of it. I think it's a Lock-and-Knox copy. So we'll see. Oh, and apparently the owner tried taking it off himself because he couldn't do something, so he tried to DIY and messed it up. Woohoo! One-way screw. You can actually take it off with a flathead too. Just gotta press hard on it. Lock-and-Knox 50mm to handle, 115mm to back set, and 50mm cylinder, and just in case, 70mm center to center. Main! I'm just pegging it. Yeah, Logo was actually Lock-and-Knox. Lock-and-Knox, and I gotta order a handle for somebody else for a Lock-and-Knox gate. They're actually not bad. This is our Jackson Country Club. Ooh, the golf club. Actually, they're one of our customers, so they rock. When they have drastic problems. Sanderson Farm Golf Classic is their shining jewel. So anyway, yeah, Lock-and-Knox, basically the problem there was jiggling the keys. Jiggling the keys, jiggling the keys. Oh, and Lock-and-Knox does not come apart. Well, it could, but I'm not. I got to order Lock-and-Knox anyway, the handle, so he is getting a new 50mm cylinder. And now I am hauling butt back to the shop because my door closer just got here, And if I am super fly fast enough, I may be able to get to this school before everybody leaves and get this dang closer up. So, see ya in a few. Okay, padlock came in. Oh, boy. So, yeah, don't say anything about my poor kit. It's been used and abused and is in desperate need of restock. But, yeah. Getting the first little pin or a slide cap in here is always the hard part. Once you get one, it's fairly easy. Do, 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 do. Expensive ASS lock. Now, I hadn't put the sidebar in yet, so I gotta be real careful. I'm gonna okay, that works. Let's see what other key was supposed to work. I think this one was. Yeah, that one works. And I think this one works. Say a multi-tiered master system. And lastly, I think this one's the most important one. Yay. Alright, so let's put a sidebar in. I had to go get one. So, use our little bitty sidebar strings. Okay. Make sure put the sidebar in the right way. They're reversible. Lipstick on a pig. Keep shaking that camera, shaking that camera. Oh man. Okay. So anyway, couldn't get to the school because they were closed by the time I was able to, and now I am gonna finish up this video. So I appreciate everybody watching. Friggin' Friday part Durex. Needs a bunch of oil. Peace. Happy weekend. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, like, comment. Don't thumbs down. Thumbs up. Sakura. It's our every Friday night dinner. I don't know how or why, but Sakura. Cheap takeout. And it's actually good too. So yeah, y'all have a good weekend. I'm gonna go edit a video now.